Ocean Needs Everyone is celebrating 5 years of saving the oceans. My name's Enzo, and through Ocean Needs Everyone, I help save the ocean by doing beach cleanups, seal and mangrove plantings, making art about recycled plastic, and making films regarding the ocean's health. How can you help save the oceans at home? Well, even if you don't live near an ocean, trash can end up in there eventually, so cut down on your use of single-use plastics. If you see trash on the roads or beaches, make sure to pick it up. Use less gas-powered vehicles, fish responsibly, and help support local organizations. I started my organization when I was 12 years old because I wanted to make a difference. So remember, you're never too young to follow your dreams and make a change. Let's all save our oceans together, one piece of trash at a time.
Has this ever happened to you? Where's my truck bag? Ooh, I have a solution for that. Slab chalks! You take the chalk ball, put it in the mesh pocket, zip it up, slap, and get your chalk. Slab trucks are made right here in Springdale, Arkansas at Interform, the small batch manufacturing company. We're helping our community and providing local jobs to minorities and women of diverse backgrounds. I'm Joseph Rao, Ninja Warrior, rock climber, and the CEO of Slab Chalks.
Hello good people, welcome back to the World Ninja League Premier Series 2024 SOFLO Ninja Academy qualifier held here in Florida. My name is Billy Dixon. I am joined alongside Kane Malden. Today we have had an amazing day of just ninja success and action, and we are ready to continue it with our Preteen division. Super excited to be out here at Premier Series with these two amazing course designers. We have Diego Dominguez and Vinny Castronova, two incredible pioneers of the sport out here in Florida. Kane, we're back at it again. Super happy to be here with you today. How are we feeling?
It's good to be back. I always love commentating the Preteen division because it's just a fun one. It's just a fun one. What can I say? But, you know, now that we're here, why don't we get into what the format's all about? What kind of funny business is involved here? The placement course is a typical ninja speed course where if you fall, your run is over. If you fail early, though, it doesn't really matter because all it does is determine the run order for the challenge course, and that's where everything is at stake. It is a pumpy, longer course, but you get 2 retries. If you fail the same obstacle twice, you're done. Fail 3 different obstacles, your run ends there. And the top 4 from there will move on to the Premier Series Finals in Bellingham, Washington, held at the gym Life Force Ninja.
Life Force is an incredible facility. We saw their qualifier earlier on in the past month, and it was super exciting. So many great obstacles that we are hoping to see at least a return or to be expanded upon in November 15th, 16th, and 17th for our Premier Series Finals. We have got to give a mention to our incredible sponsors out here. Let's give a quick mention to NinjaWorks first off. Here we go. It is the ultimate in ninja timing systems. These guys are legendary. Over at ninjaworks.com, they provide the best out of everything in these competitions. They provide the buzzers, they provide the smoke machines if we ask nice enough, but most importantly, they provide the timers and the leaderboards for every single World Ninja League competition around the globe. You can check out their works at ninjaworks.com, or you can go over to worldninjaleague.org for basically the same thing. Super happy to have them out here. We would be a mess without you guys at NinjaWorks, so thank you guys for being absolute legends throughout the years. And thanks to the following people for being legends throughout the years as well. We have, of course, need to give a shout out to DGS Ninja. Here you can see our 2023 World Ninja League Elite Female Champion, Addie Herman, as a DGS sponsored athlete. Now, what that means is that the DGS, they take a couple of athletes throughout the league and they assist them in sponsoring them and letting them go across all around the world to different competitions to showcase their ninja skills to the world. For example, Adi is actually in Croatia at the minute for a massive 100-meter obstacle race. Massive deal out there in Croatia. That would not be possible, presumably, without the help of DGS Ninja. They are legendary. Not only do they help sponsored athletes, they sell their own obstacles and rigs down at dgsninja.com, and they also help build the iconic black and blue rigs at the WNL World Championships at the Greensboro Coliseum every year. So massive shout outs to DGS Ninja for everything that you guys do as well.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself. Well, we're about to get an athlete on the course, but let's just see who's going to be stepping up first. Let's get a look at that run order. There it is. Yeah, it looks like we got Nelly there. Then Mila, from the looks of it, going to go second. Then Evelyn Miko is going to be raring up to go. We'll see what our competitors have to offer here on the placement course. Again, it's going to be quick. It's going to be quick, that's for sure. And I'm eager to see what they've done. Up first is going to be Nelly here.
Nelly Momchilova coming out of SOFLO out here, a home representative hoping to do her team proud out here today. And off she goes, off to quite the blazing start. Nice little backswing to be safe. Cautious approach out here on the cliffs and the truss. Here we go, straight out the gate here on the placement course, the first course of the day, taking an extra kick to get herself safe onto the platform.
Yeah, no, going straight into these ladders here, which obviously they're not too much of a threat. These are not our average ninjas, no old schmoes. These are seasoned veterans, so to speak.
Precisely so. She made it through the ghostly grasp without hesitation. Now coming up onto the first part of the triple threat. Making her way up these boards that tilt ever so slightly.
Opting not to lock off using straight arms, which costs her a little bit of time. Time she doesn't quite have.
Looks like she's a bit hung up here on the edge of the ring slider. That's gonna stop her, it looks like.
Still, though, a decent run to start us off. And I think, yeah, when things get a little crazy, a little hectic, I think she'll perform just fine on the challenge course.
Precisely so. There's always a second chance out here in Premier Series after your first run. Can't wait to see Nelly out on the challenge course. Next up, we are going to be headed on to another competitor out here. It's going to be Mila Goting, I believe. Mila Goting out here today. 15 competitions of experience. Looks to be one of the taller preteen females out here. Hoping to put in a nice performance. Oh, she's very nimble off there. Doesn't need a backswing.
Wow, Mila just hopping up to the truss.
Look at that, dude. Coming out of Jungle Gym, another well-received gym in the state of Florida for Ninja. And look at this, not wasting any time at all. 17 seconds ahead out of Nelly here.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me because Mila, such a strong athlete. Wow.
Even with a dodgy setup, she's able to link incredible stuff there on the final part of the triple threat. Now coming on to... Come on, man. It's just good. It's good, and it's straight out the gate. Takes a hold of the hook onto the ring. Past both the swinging sharks and the little dead ender out there. Mila is our first clear of the preteen division. What a way to properly start our preteen females out here today on the course.
Yeah, I mean, Mila, almost a sub 40-second time. I think the only thing that stopped her in her tracks was the final fishtail for a good reason. It was a cliff ledge. Who links a cliff ledge? I mean, I'll be surprised later when someone actually does it. But up next is going to be Evelyn Miko on the start line.
Evelyn seems to be another SOFLO representative repping it on her attire out here. 5 seconds already gone. seems to be all well and good. No, that's going to count as out of bounds, unfortunately. Oh, man, that sucks.
Yeah, Billy, I don't know if you noticed, but that little lower step on the platform, that does not seem to be in play.
That seemed to be out of bounds there, unfortunately. One small step can cost you everything here. Unfortunately, it's taken her a couple obstacles to notice. She's going to get down to the dismount platform regardless, because why not? That's unfortunately going to put it into last place going into the challenge course later on when the time comes. We got to clear out of Miller. A bit of progression out of Nelly, but unfortunately a sad disqualification from Evelyn there. But regardless, the challenge course is where these athletes can redeem themselves, and that is what we love about Premier Series, ladies and gentlemen. We now have our preteen males to go over very, very shortly. We'll be starting with Ethan Silen-Kuhn, who placed 43rd at the Premier Series, not the Premier Series Championships, the World Championships out at North Carolina, Greensboro. Such a great weekend to be had there throughout the year. And off goes Ethan. And it looks like he's already qualified for Premier Series last year, repping out the shirt design from last year's finalists. Knows what he's about coming out of Ultimate Obstacles.
Yep, and he's on the move. Nice little Gibbons through the ladders, and that skip will place him perfectly onto triple threat. Moving at a brisk pace so far.
Using the slider to get down there. Nice. It's always quite a dodgy swing to get from that ring to the little spring forward areas, but it's no problem for Ethan at all.
Yeah, they'll take him into the fishtails.
Here he goes, linking everything. Taking an extra swing. He's looking to go over and under at the same time. Good stuff from swinging shark bait. Gets that cane. Good stuff overall from Ethan. First challenger of the preteen males and first clear too.
Yeah, an impressive showing out of Ethan. Look at that cross grip on the fishtails, which is a little crazy. You don't usually do a cross grip on something like that, but you know, I'd be surprised, I guess.
Hey man, if it works, it works. Don't mess with the formula, you know?
Or innovate with the formula. I think that's the takeaway there.
Yeah, that works as well.
And look at all those athletes, all of them in the double digits of the power ranking. So these are no sleeper athletes.
Precisely so. We are now moving on to our next competitor out here for our preteen males. It's going to be Samarth Patel. Placed 68th at the World Championships this year. Quite a few competitions of experience underneath his belt. This is 23.
Wow.
Ooh, interesting approach to these cliffs so far. Coming out of Jungle Gym. Great gym out here in Florida. Trains so many great ninjas along with SOFLO out here.
Yeah, great facility. But for now, Jagger moving through, and he's going to link it. Great
Forcing
move.
those links to succession out here. There we go, the shark bait. Not going to eat up Jagger here today. Look at that. It's only a cliff, but we are still making our way through with an underbar movement. Hooks in the ring. Oh, yes. And that's faster than Ethan by over about 12 seconds or so. Wow.
And would you look at that? The sub 40 time is real. And on our second runner, I think we're going to see our first sub 35. Is that a bold claim?
It's definitely not out of the question. It's possible to if we get to that. It's definitely possible. We have so many more athletes, 10 more to go. It's definitely possible to see something like that. I'm just excited to see how we might get there.
That said, though, we are moving into our next athlete. Can you believe we're only 3 runs in? This is Sawyer Allen on the start line right now.
Coming out of Warrior Zone. Been doing ninja for about 5 years. He is ready and raring to go. Using that long reach.
Oh, wow. 2 moves. I think that's kind of the advantage to being a little older, a little taller, is that you can make moves like that. Just like that. Oh my gosh.
The dodgy alignments again, but these preteens just know how to link anything. Here goes Sawyer. Yes! All the way through the swinging shark bait. Here he goes, the warped wall with the ring. Yes! Hooks it in with both hands just to be safe. We are now 3 for 3 on placement course clears for preteen males. That's madness.
I mean, what can I say? Keeping the Sun train rolling, very impressive. And that fastest time just keeps getting lower and lower. Linked all the way through, even the dismount as well. So there's been some advancements.
Precisely so. Great stuff out of Sawyer, Jagger, and Ethan. Sawyer now in first place by just under just under about 4.3 seconds out here. Isaac McCarthy is next up, it seems.
Yeah, it would be so.
Yes, here we go. He looks built, this dude. Have a look at that. Expecting big things from this young man. Here we go. Straight out here, skipping steps.
Yeah, opting to take
That reach, he can reach across and he's locking off in the process. This guy's wingspan is insane for a 12-year-old.
Oh, I like this hand over hand on the monkey bars. That carries
Seems to be
him.
working. Oh, look at that, dude.
Oh, so much power, and he just reaches over.
He's just linking everything. His wingspan is just good, man. Look at this. 30 seconds remaining coming into swinging shark bait. Is he going to link the cliffs? No, take an extra swing just to be safe. Get that leverage. Yes. 20 seconds remaining. Oh, no. The ring hasn't been reset. Right. We're going to have a rerun at some point.
It was still an incredible run, though. The cane just ran away from him, it seems. Wasn't ready for Isaac's power.
Oh, absolutely. It was quivering in fear. Let's think about it. It's the Halloween time. Everyone gets a bit scared. That hook is already quivering itself. It's madness.
It's okay, though. We'll see him back shortly.
Yeah, we'll see him very, very soon. In spirit, he finished with 47.6 seconds on the clock. But we're going to be moving on to either Isaac again or Sebastian Ponaru. First of two Sebastians, it looks like.
Oh, yeah.
Ponaru and Alzate.
Yeah, we'll see very, very shortly, but wow, I mean, what can I say? We've been seeing some star players here. No fails. The Sen train is very much alive and running on some extra charcoal. I don't know.
Precisely so. Looks like we're moving on a lot here through a couple different competitors. Who's going to be the next?
Now let me just think about this. Sawyer's time, I think, might be beatable here, and Sebastian, he might be the kid to do it. I think you and me both want that sub 35, but we'll see if it can be pulled off.
Here we go. Sebastian is underbarring everything at the minute. Is he going to do the massive skip? Oh, wow. Even saving himself with one hand there. That is ridiculous. Looks like he's coming out of SOFLO and he knows this gym well. He knows what he can do. Good stuff out here. Only 15 seconds have gone so far. 20 now coming up. Here he goes, aligning himself very well for basically the straightest swing we've seen on this obstacle so far. That was neat. Moving on to the swinging shark bait here. All lined up. He's going to be linking wide grabs out here, taking an extra swing, ready for the cliff. Wanted to underbar it, taking an extra swing just to be safe. 20 seconds remaining, taking that hook, running up the wall with it.
Oh!
No, misses the ring. He has time, though. This is all fine, all well and good for him. And he makes it this time. Good stuff. The buzzer is hit at the dead end. Let's go, Sebastian.
Yeah, and that'll put him in 4th place. Wow, a great run there out of Sebastian. able to just cruise on through. And honestly, it's crazy that he's 4th, second to last. It doesn't feel right because he went pretty fast. I think it's just a testament to how quick these athletes are really moving.
Absolutely, dude.
But
And from one Sebastian to another, it looks like we're moving to Sebastian Alzate.
let's see. Yeah, only 2 athletes left from the looks of it.
Placed 29th at the World Championships this year in June. Only 4 competitions of experience. Will that hinder him? I'm hoping not. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We are off with Sebastian Alzate. Straight through underbar.
Oh, and
Nice hand placement here as he maneuvers to the end. Oh, wants to get a bit more momentum. That was the most interesting way we've seen so far, and unfortunately, it does him dirty.
oh.
I think he shocked a bit himself as well.
Missed. Just came up a little short of that platform. Aimed in the wrong direction and it seemingly blew up in his face, but I don't think it'll be anything that hurts him too bad. I think he has a great challenge course run in front of him.
Precisely so. Can't wait to see all of these guys on our challenge course. A pumpier course, retries are involved. It's going to be a good time.
But in the meantime, one more run, it's going to be Owen Raiti from the looks of it.
81st at the World Championships this year. 19 competitions of experience underneath his belt.
Maybe this is number 20. Lucky number 20.
Precisely, dude. Very excited to see how he does out here today on our placement course.
And again, I think... I mean, obviously Owen's the only one who could do it, but... Yeah, I'd really like to see how low this can really go. I mean, as is the case with the majority of these placement courses, it becomes more of a how low can we take the clock more than a can anyone finish the course. It's definitely a different feel compared to the challenge course, per se.
Yeah, definitely a bit more of a mental game, really, a placement course is.
Oh, but it looks like...
All right, we've just gotten word that unfortunately Owen isn't here, and we'll be getting a rerun from Isaac McCarthy from earlier.
And you know, he basically did the course earlier, bar the cane move. So what I'm wondering is, how fast is he going to move now? Is he going to move faster?
It's definitely a possibility. Knowing what he's up against, might have thought through a couple more things in his head before running the course. Here he goes. He's ready to go.
Isaac.
Minute on the clock. A buzzer in mind. He knows he can do it. He had that warped ball run in the bag. He just has the cane to worry about now. But he's off and running, is Isaac McCarthy.
Yeah, and the thing is here that if Isaac does worse here, then the better run will count. But with that said, he's up and away, Isaac.
Quickly matching between those bars. Skipping a buttload of steps there. Swinging down, literally staticking the last part of the triple threat. Now moving on to the swinging shark bite. Linking the moves. And he's linking the clips as well. We've seen it happen, ladies and gents. Straight up with the hook. Reels it in. That is going to be your fastest clear of the day, I think that is. 35.83 seconds. Nearly half of his time. That's redonkulous.
Oh my gosh. The sub 35 did not happen, but what's 35.5? I think that's a perfectly reasonable time. What can I say? But wow. All but one athlete finished the course, which is...
That is... Wow, dude. That's sick.
And I'm not going to count out Sebastian here. I think there's some untapped potential that we may be missing here. I think we'll see it come the challenge course, but
Exactly, that is where legends are made. Placement course shows the people who we are getting to know out here within the competition, but the challenge course is where all the stakes are. Our top 4 males are going to be moving on, and for the females, they have to complete the 3rd obstacle if they want to move on to our finals in Washington, which is happening in the middle of November when it comes around.
yeah, and the thing is, I'm really excited to see. I think Mila is going to be an interesting name for sure. I mean, look at the power ranking, number 3.
That's ridiculous. Just single digits everywhere.
In the entire world. Number 3. It's just not normal, you know? But then again, in Premier Series, what is normal? I feel like the definition of normal is getting changed with every qualifier. But I believe this is Nelly, which was a really solid run, I think. In her own right. And with the clock being a little bit less strict, I think she's going to be a name to look out for. And then these 3. Wow.
We kind of expected a couple of clears when we came around and saw just the run order and the overall course. But to see all of this action just happens straight up out of nowhere, nearly using only barely half of their time. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's insane. I mean, I don't think any of us were expecting it, but we're so grateful it happened. I believe this is Jagger here. Can you believe Jagger had the slowest time? Out of these three. Yet was still moving like a lightning bolt. Then here's Sawyer.
Another linkage of the cliffhanger on the back of that little fish there.
That's crazy. Sawyer, he was the fastest time until this guy came along. Isaac.
I am convinced that this guy is not 12 years old. Come on. He must have speedrun a growth spurt or something. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing with the preteen division. A lot of athletes of different shapes and sizes. That's what it's all about. But still, Isaac, I'm eager to see what he puts up when it comes to the challenge course. But with that said, I believe we are going to take a quick intermission. There is that crazy obstacle that our preteens are going to have to face. You won't want to miss it. We'll see you then.
Absolutely not. We'll be right back with you in a few moments' time. Yes, we'll be back right with you in a couple moments' time for some more Premier Series action out here at SOFLO Ninja Academy.
add to you. I wasn't new. I deliver add to you. The blue, add to you.
Nothing more than you.
This obstacle, it's the same for both girls and boys, okay? So we need a demonstration, please. Lock it in, alright? Oh, hello everybody. Welcome back to the World Ninja League Premier Series. I'm Kane Malden, joined by Billy Dixon. Welcome back. This is going to be the wrap-up for the day, and I'm pretty excited to see it. But before we go straight into it, let's have a little bit of a word from our sponsors. So first up is going to be NinjaWorks, which is a godsend in this sport, needless to say. Helps us with all our scoring and timing needs. They have a little bit of LED timers in the back. They have the buzzers, which you'll see in the background soon enough. And they even have a smoke machine, if we ask nicely enough. So NinjaWorks, this sport would be very different without them, because they've been a part of us, this very league, for many, many years. So yeah, thank you, NinjaWorks.
Thank you so much, guys. We absolutely love you. Keep doing what you're doing because you guys are smashing it. Now, another team of people who are smashing it are known as a DGS Ninja. Here you can see our 2023 World Ninja League Elite Female Champion, Addie Herman, on screen as a DGS-sponsored athlete. Now, what that means is that we take a couple of athletes to do DGS Ninja, and they basically sponsor them. They help them get around other places in the world to show off their ninja skills in competition. For example, Addie Herman on screen is currently in Croatia, or has just wrapped up the Croatia trip for the massive 100 meter obstacle race gathering that's going on there. And that presumably would not be possible without the help of DGS Ninja. They are incredible people. They serve their own obstacles on their online store at dgsninja.com, and they also provide the iconic black and blue rigs at the Greensboro Coliseum in North Carolina for our incredible World Ninja League championships that happen every summer. Just wrapped up in June a couple months ago. It was really, really cool. Super, super happy to have DGS creating some incredible obstacles and helping some incredible athletes. Okay then. With those sponsors all said and mentioned, we are now moving on to our challenge course, ladies and gentlemen. The challenge course has been very, very fun as of recent. It's been a long one, but it's also been very, very fun. We are going to go through the 10 obstacles that the course consists of. We are going to start off with the Tombstone Dash, moving on to the Flying Saucers, the Sharkbait Swing, the Spooky Swings, the Spider Web, the Cursed Crossway, the Leap of Faith, the Creepy Crimps, the Vampire's Vortex, and ending off with the Enchanted Trap with that little hanging demon out there for the spooky seasons. Thanks, Vinny, for that one. Super, super happy to have such a decor out here at SOFLO Ninja Academy. We start off with those steps from earlier, decorated with those nice little props there, those tombstone props. Props. There we go. Wrong time. It's harvest. It's Halloween, not harvest. Here we go. Right then. Challenge course. We start off with those
look
steps.
at that.
Hello. Right, we are moving very, very well, apparently, it seems. Right then.
No, from the looks of it, the trampoline between obstacle 1 and 2 has been cut. It's not there anymore.
Oh, so that means they're going to have to swing a lot further if they want to get to the dismount platform.
Yeah, and they'll have to use the spring forwards instead of the previous T-bar and cliff ledge. And then these are the same, I think, from the previous divisions.
Not to mention, that is a very thin cliffhanger. I've only seen a proper look at it now. That is tiny. But it shouldn't be too bad for our preteen athletes out here today. The little angled hell of the obstacles carries on throughout here, all the way through the spooky swings, ending off with a bat and pumpkin. Oh, I didn't even realize the bat can be seen as spooky. That bloody went over my head. Now, moving on, we have the spider's web as well. You cannot use your feet on the walls. You have to use momentum from a trapeze and make your way down all the way over to the other side.
Yeah, and by the looks of it, it's a little bit further, and the platform isn't long ways, it's short ways as well, so you can't kick off as much.
Absolutely. As we now move on to the Cursed Crossway out here, we move all the way down to the big one. It is the Leap of Faith. We've seen a lot of different techniques over the course of this, over the course of today, realistically making their way through a couple of those X's, flipping about onto the end of that platform. We then move on to the domain of William Schlageter, the Creepy Crimps, named after him, Crimpy William, the Special, whatever you may call it. Looks like one of the slot openings has been blocked off as of now. You cannot use that, but you can use one side of it, and it seems to be the one that is blocked by the vertical limit inside, which is interesting. We then move on to the Vampire's Vortex as well. I'm wondering if a couple of these spin a bit more, because a couple of them swing, but maybe more of them, maybe all of them, you never know.
Yeah, last division.
There we go, that's one of them that swings.
Yeah, 3 and 4 were the ones that spun. I don't know if they're going to modify that, but time will tell. I'm sure there will be some competitors to demonstrate that.
Precisely so. And of course, we end off with our enchanted trip. You lock in one ring to a bear trap, and then you take that locked in ring, and you go to the second one, unhook that, go underneath Jim.
The Wicked Witch. Jim!
Overweight. Yeah, we're going to call him Jim, because why not? Because it's a really good ninja Jim name.
Oh,
and then all the way over to that buzzer. I didn't even think of that. I just thought of a really random name, and it sticks, all right? So that is our course for this afternoon, for this evening, if we shall. It's starting to get dark over in Orlando. Not Orlando, just Florida in general. Pardon my geography.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be an intense course. It's not super different, I would say. But, I mean, the mature kids, they had some troubles. Maybe with age comes more wisdom.
Perhaps. Definitely a bit more wise, a lot more thought through. The mental game is definitely assisted if that's the case then. But of course, we have our 3 preteen females and our 6 preteen males to make up our 9 out here. We'll start off with the unfortunate disqualification of Evelyn Miko out here.
Yeah, then we got Nelly down there. We got Mila Getting
as well. That was our, wasn't that our clear?
Yeah, that was our lone finisher.
Yes, that was one of our clears of the day out here. We then move on to the lone dropout of the placement course, which is Sebastian Alzate. Unfortunately came out on either the second or third obstacles due to a small error. But everything after Sebastian is just clear after clear after clear. You know, we saw Ethan's incredible run making his way through the course without any hesitation whatsoever. And then you can say the same for Sebastian Jagger Sawyer, as well as Isaac McCarthy, who had to have 2 runs. So he definitely hasn't lost his mojo at all. Hopefully he can carry on throughout the challenge course. Hopefully he doesn't need any redos this time.
Yeah, I think there will be no more reruns for Isaac. I think it's just going to be him in the course.
Precisely so. We will be starting with all of these guys very, very shortly. A short and sweet selection of athletes, if we shall.
Yeah, it should be exciting. Yeah, we'll be in for that. Just a review of what's to come with this format. Obviously, the placement course has come and gone, but what the challenge course will be, these competitors will be getting 2 retries on the course. And with that in mind, if you failed 3 different obstacles, you're out. And if you fail the same obstacle twice, your run is over. And the top 4 will qualify for the Premier Series finals. Also, additionally, for the preteen females, all our athletes have to do is complete the 3rd obstacle, that being, I believe, the fishtails.
That may be the case. Just got to get past the obstacle, and then you have locked yourself a spot in this incredible feature out here, the Premier Series Finals held in Bellingham, Washington on November 15th, 16th, and 17th over at Life Force. It's going to be a super fun weekend, taking all of the winners from every single qualifier across the world, shoving them into Life Force. It's going to be an incredible time overall. That 3-day span will not be missed at all. We are going to watch it, okay? We are going to love it. It's going to be very, very nice.
Yeah, but with that said, I don't know, what should our athletes look out for here? What obstacles?
What our athletes just overall need to look out for is probably the clock, realistically. Because I can look at all of these athletes and have full confidence that they can all clear. You know, they all have that upper body strength, you know. With a bit of puberty, it helps grow muscles a bit more, grow a bit more mentally as well. And so with that comes a bit more strength in the tank, but it's all about how fast you get through the obstacles. If there's any obstacles to be particularly afraid of, I'd honestly go for the creepy crimps nowadays, because one of them isn't blocked off. So that might play a bit of a hassle. Also, the shark bait swing could be a bit of an issue if you are trying to go fast, but you end up not succeeding, unfortunately, and you're trying to link stuff, and they are diagonal links. So that could be a bit of a hassle as well. The spider web is also another one to be wary of, because if you misjudge your momentum, you leave the bar a bit too early, there's only one way to go, and that's back to the starting platform if you have a retry available. That's the case. But you got to be aware of the retries, you know, because with that comes another opportunity to learn from your mistakes and use that newfound knowledge to then propel yourself through the obstacle, hopefully, to succeed further on in the course. And that is what I'm hoping all of our athletes are capable of doing.
Yeah, again, I think any of our athletes, they could take this down. I think definitely there are some fan favorites here. I think Mila could be a finisher here, not too out of the question. Obviously, anyone from there could take it, but looks like we're going to go down to the floor for our first run on the course. It's going to be Evelyn and Miko.
Right then, here we go. Thumbs up. We're going to get ready very, very soon. 3 minutes 30 on the clock. Just past 7 p.m. down there. End of the day is coming in hot, but regardless, these preteen athletes are ready to give it their all on this challenge course. 3, 2, 1. Evelyn is off and ready to go. Straight. Oh my goodness me.
What?
Unfortunately, couldn't get enough of leverage there. Gonna have to use a reach on the first obstacle, which is a bit of a shame. But hopefully, she's learned from that. She can carry on. Yeah, take a bit to compose. Get a massive jump. Oh my! They moved that back. They've moved that back.
Oh.
Come on, mate. That's evil. Vinny, Diego, what are you thinking? That's harsh.
Gosh. Yeah, that's a big jump. Bigger than it was previously. That's for sure.
We cannot take that one for granted, ladies and gentlemen. Goodness me.
What the heck just happened?
I wish I could answer that question, mate. I'm going to be real with you.
Oh. Looks like I think that'll take us into our next run. It's going to be Nelly here. Second, middle of the pack.
Nelly Marmachilova out here. She started ninja training in 2024 in April at SOFLO and spent hours inside this very gym every day. Only 1 month later, she was invited to the elite team. And the elite team can do stuff like that. Have a look at that. We have made the jump. Good stuff out of Nelly. Onto the trampoline. A bit more of a cautious approach now. Has to jump over to spring forward. Massive jump. There we go. Just out there. Really had to stretch her arms. Simple Lachey over to the second spring. And down to safety. Good stuff overall. The obstacles on her mind, even when the obstacles are on her mind, even when she's not at the gym. See, she is a gentle soul and a fierce ninja who can never give up. That is such an incredible fundamental to have. And we can see that never give up attitude, adapting on the fly.
Oh man, one more obstacle and she'll qualify, but first things first, she's got to turn around.
It is a bit weird to shift your momentum in such a way. You need to stay forward It is possible to do it flipping backward, but regardless, Nelly has made it, and she is now on to the next obstacle. It is the diagonal shark bait swing.
Yeah, these little fishtails. I don't think it'll cause her too much trouble. I think she's going to take it a little bit secure, make sure she has this.
Not even using her hips that much, kind of just leaning to the side with her arms, and it's working for her.
Yeah, going with the
cliff. Looks like she tried to go for the cross grip to get one hand on the cliff and one side on the underside of it.
Oh, this is a bit of a tricky situation here for Nelly. Gotta get it on this go or her run is gonna end.
Here she goes, takes the first swing. All is well for her. Time is of the essence as well, so she has to be a bit wary of that as she's going into the next couple of moves out here. Got to get a massive swing if she wants to redeem herself. One more potentially. Oh! Yes, she's made it. One hand on the underside, one hand on the cliff. It's working for her very, very well.
Nelly.
There we go.
The scene of the crime has been figured out. Nelly, she's moving on.
Taking a bit of chalk, resting up right before the spooky swings. Nice deep breaths, ready to compose herself for a couple more diagonal laches out here at SOFLO Ninja Academy. There we go. Not quite a linking motion, but she makes it regardless. Here we go. Just under a minute remains now. Makes her way up to the bar. Now has to deal with a bat and a pumpkin.
Yeah, and that bat, no slouch. You gotta catch it right! Ooh, and as I say it, Nelly goes down.
One of the first instances where the bat today has been quite a hindrance. Has one more attempt at this obstacle. Has to make it or her run is over.
Yeah, I mean, from here on out, she's gotta remain perfect. No more retries here for Nelly. Taking a bit to breathe. Looks like obstacle still being reset. But it's go time for Nelly here.
Building up a lot of momentum out here. Pushing off the truss is also a strategy, it seems, for a bit of a taller competitor.
Okay, now time for the scene of the crime, this batarang. What can she do here?
Has to build up that swing, get a precise grab. Can she make it? Yes, she's done it this time, holding her way all well, but only 15 seconds left. Can she make her way out of the spooky swings, using the pumpkin to make her way out?
Oh, come on, you can't do this for much longer.
Oh, gives out right on the pumpkin there. Ran out the clock. That is perseverance. Really said in her bio. Gentle soul and a fierce ninja who can never give up. That is the definition of not giving up. Getting back up again and completing yourself to an extent. Great stuff overall.
Yeah, and the good news for Nelly is that she's going to Washington. She made it. So that's going to do it for Nelly's run. One more athlete to go in the preteen female division. It's going to be Mila Getting.
Mila was our only clear as a preteen female on the placement course earlier today. Got 7th place at the World Championships back in June. Stuff like that does not come about easily, folks. That requires a lot of training and dedication out here. 15 competitions of experience underneath her belt. She's ready to give it her all out here.
Yeah, and I mean, number 3 on the power ranking as well. It takes a special kind of athlete to get that high on the rankings. Mila? Yeah, she's taller, I believe, so the jump isn't too hard.
Oh, look at that,
for her.
linking everything! This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is what you came to see. Representing Jungle Gym, very, very proud. Linking jumps. She's got a smile on her face. She knows that she is bound for a great result.
And look at that.
Linking.
She's already won the competition, I believe, upon completing this obstacle.
Can she make it? Only the cliff in use as well. Come on, mate. That's going to put her into 1st place. And it seems that only Mila and Nelly have punched their tickets over to Washington, and it looks like she just has the reach to continue herself out here on these swings. Linking to the bat there, that's not something we've seen a lot of today. Is she even going to use the pumpkin? Yes, she is going to use it to get a nice swing out here, getting a bit more swing generation down to save. No, she's just going to go straight in.
Oh, interesting move.
Oh, this is new. Right then. So it seems that you have to go straight from the spooky swings into the spider web using the walls. I like that implication there. That's nice. Skipping a step as well on there. We are now already onto the leap of faith.
Yeah, I mean, Mila on the move right now. I think she's put in a great run so far. I think she could become a finisher. Call it a little far-fetched, but I think it could be done.
Here we go. Gotta do the front flip in order to get good here. Yes! Very, very nice out of Mila getting so far. Gotta swing down from that X. Good stuff. Getting up now to the creepy crimps. Skipping as many moves as she can. Large distances covered on the cliffs.
Oh
All has to
gosh.
do with using those tiny ledges that are blocked off inside by the vertical limits. As you can see, part of the box is taped off. You can't use that area. But it's not a problem for Mila so far. Literally no retries used at all so far. And she has 2 obstacles left with over a minute remaining. It's looking good so far.
Yeah, but she's got to keep it going. That's what's going to be really important here. And it looks like she's going from 2 to 4? Or, wait, what?
She's just using 2! There we go, and it's worked for her. Looks like Mila Getting is on the final obstacle now. Enchanted Trap. Gotta take that ring, swing it into a bear trap to lock it in place. Which she's done without even using all of her force. Here we go, right
She's
under
gonna
Jim,
do it!
and she's made it! 37 seconds remaining on the clock. That was impeccable work out of Mila Getting. Wow, our first preteen clear and the final one of our preteen female category. Success.
Oh, how are we going to follow that up? Wow, perfect run, no retries spent. She did it. I mean, she won the competition by a landslide, but also a finish is so incredible. And look at that. We will see green here for Mila. And that'll do it for our preteen female division. Wow.
That is it, ladies and gentlemen, for our preteen female divisions, as Kane just said. We are now going to be moving on to the rest of the field, our lively lads. We are going to be starting out with our preteen males out here with Sebastian Alzate. Unfortunately, came undone early in the placement course earlier in the stream, looking to avenge himself to quite the degree out here.
Yeah, Sebastian standing on the start line for the second time today. And I think there's something he didn't quite show us back in the placement course.
Taking a bit of time. Got to regroup himself right before he moves into his course. 3 minute 30. Nice little hand gestures there, ready. Just letting him know that we're all ready to go out here.
All right, good. I think if he's ready, we're ready.
Here we go. 3, 2 on the countdown up there. We are ready to go. Sebastian is off. Takes a massive jump to the trapeze. Nice backswings. Immediately into the springs, extending his body fully and speeding across. This is what we're about.
Billy, I think this is what he's about. He's on a vengeance here. He's out for blood. He's like a vampire here on this course.
Precisely so. Here we go. The diagonal swings. Oh, what happened there? Oh, it wasn't reset properly, it seems.
Oh. How did it get like that?
Interesting.
It's like he's...
Right then. So it seems like later on we're going to be having a rerun for Sebastian Alzate.
Huh. We'll see him back, I'm sure. And then we'll see his true 100% potential. He was off to a blazing start, I'll tell you what.
Right then, as Sebastian gets ready to go, we have 5 other athletes who are looking to take the spot of first out here, while Jim just looks at their photos out here, hanging right in front of the buzzer. Ethan, Sebastian P, Jagger, Sawyer, and Isaac are all still yet to go.
Yeah, and I mean, they were all finishers, so I would say Sebastian A is kind of like the David in this David versus Goliath story.
You could say that'd be the case, you know? Quite similar in those regards.
But I don't know, we'll see. Again, the thing with Ninja is that nothing is guaranteed. I think that's something each and every one of us has learned. But in the meantime, I think we're going to move on to our next athlete, I want to say. Maybe they'll give him a little bit of time to rest.
Be getting there shortly.
It did end pretty early, so
Resetting the course, putting everything at nice alignments. We can see only for the creepy crimps.
oh man, and it's possible that amongst, say, all of these competitors, this could become a speed course. Unthinkable, right?
It is possible.
I mean, not out of the realm of the possibility. We saw our competitors outperform expectations on the placement course, so again, I think I could see it happening come the challenge course. But again, yeah, we'll see. I think, if anything, it's very possible that anyone here could take it. Ethan here, definitely vying for that top spot. That's for sure.
He has already proved his worth last year. You can see him, the 2023 finals jersey for Premier Series out here, represented. Here we go. Okay, interesting strategy. Taking a cross grip on the spring forward. Interesting strats. Here we go. He is now running in between the obstacles, saving valuable time. Not going to link the dismount there. He's going to take an extra swing to be safe. Good stuff. 25 seconds have now gone.
Oh, and he's going for links.
Look at this. Yes, it seems like that the cross grip is actually one of the best strategies to use when it comes to that obstacle, as we now move on to our next obstacle, which is the spooky swings.
Yeah, and the link. Did we expect anything less here from Ethan?
Here we go. He's proved himself worthy before. Let's see if he can keep those titles going.
First things first, though. Got to get through this. I think as one of the first runners here, which is weird to say, but...
Okay, so it looks like the platform at the bottom is in use in order to get from the trapeze to the wall, which is fine by us, it looks like.
Oh!
Here we go. Oh, the shoes! The shoes with the traction. It looks like you really need to dig your hands in there to save yourself. There we go. Scrape off all the dust. Here we go.
Hopefully, things will be a little bit better when he lands in there.
Turning around to get the momentum.
Oh,
Use
no,
the hands!
again!
No! Ah, that sucks. You can see he had the potential to do such a thing. He could have done it. It's just the shoes, they weren't playing to his advantages here today.
Yeah, it's tough. That's for sure. And we'll see how that holds up.
Moving on from Ethan there. Going to temporarily put him into first place, but his spot can be in jeopardy by the other 5 guys. Here we go. We are now going to be moving on to the other Sebastian Ponaru. Placed 44th at the World Championships this year in Greensboro, has 10 competitions of experience underneath his belt. See how he fares on such a challenge course. We've seen so many different techniques across all of the obstacles today in the grand scheme. I'm excited to see what our top tier preteen males have to offer when it comes to this course.
Yeah, I mean, Sebastian P, let's see what he can pull out here. I'm sure there's some crazy strategies he has cooking in that brain of his.
Coming out of Miami, Florida, here we go. Massive jump to the trapeze. Swinging about, using the trampoline straight into the spring forward. Here we go. One link down to the bottom, sprinting across to the flying saucer. Uses that momentum. Oh no! Oh man, that sucks. Right then, here he goes. Second try on the flying saucer.
Oh, that mustache flying all over the place. Looks like he didn't quite cross the front plane, so he has to do this again.
Gonna take a bit more backswing there. Yeah, saved himself some extra momentum. Here we go, 3 minutes down the clock. He's gonna be linking the shark bait swings here diagonally, it seems. Here he goes. Nope, take a bit more time to get his hands into place. Only using the cliff. There we go. The brute finger strength in this kid is unrivaled.
Yeah, the retry not affecting him too. That's good news. Got to keep the mental aspect too. That's so important with Ninja.
Gets that nice little swing there. Was barely in the air holding on to...
Oh, no! Oh, not again!
He's having a mare. Right, okay, so it starts from Spider. Oh, no, mate.
Oh.
Okay, we're fine. We're chilling.
Yeah,
we're chilling.
better
Thank goodness me.
Check
man.
check your landing area before you wreck yourself.
Yes, here we go. Sebastian has the shoes that can stick. He is now bounding across the web down to safety.
Oh my gosh. Luckily, the shoe's not going to be a factor now that he's completed that obstacle. So lower body, not going to be a factor here, I'll say.
Indeed, so here we go. Leaps of faith. He's going to be static and carrying a lot more momentum than what we've seen previously today. As he gets on top of the X, swings and grabs down and flips. Using the X. Oh, lost a bit of momentum, but no biggie at all. He has no retries left, so he's going to have to be a bit more careful when it comes to these final 3 obstacles, starting with the creepy crimps. Seems to just be moving at ease, however. Turning around. Gotta get to that other cliff. Come on.
Oh!
Really using that inside finger strand. Yes, dude.
That was close. Oh my gosh. Glad he kept it
An
composed.
entertaining run if there ever was one here from Sebastian Ponaru.
Now, what's he gonna do here, though? We've seen a myriad of techniques.
He's gonna do one swing to the third. Is he gonna do a swing to the dismount? He's eyeing it up. A bit more momentum might do it.
Oh,
and it works for him. There we go. Final obstacle, battered and bruised. He's made it here.
Come on, Sebastian, the whole gym. They're behind you. But he's gotta make this bear trap move.
Here he goes, using his swing to his advantage. Can he lock it in? Yes, he can. Massive jump. Now has to swing under Jim in order to make his way to the buzzer. Can he make it first try? Yes, he can. Sebastian Ponaru is our first preteen male clear on the challenge course. Let's go, mate. Super, super proud. That was a gutsy run, man. Come on. From stepping on out of bounds places, he just proved that he can do the obstacles, and that is what matters most out here at Premier Series, taking down mad obstacles, and he's done it well.
Yeah, maybe for Sebastian P, the biggest obstacles are the platforms themselves. And, hey, if he can conquer everything else, then it shouldn't be too hard to work out by the time he makes it to the Premier Series finals.
Indeed, so he's definitely up there with it. But by definition, we'd have to have other Sebastian. Wait, no, that means Sebastian has definitely locked in a. I don't think we have, because the other Sebastian Alzate has a run under review. We might have to check back on him very, very soon.
No, he's going to be doing a rerun.
Yes.
With that said, though, looks like Jagger going to be stepping up to home plate very, very shortly. Jagger Plaxton.
Jagger is definitely not a kid you want to mess with out here on the Ninja course. Got 5th place at the World Championships in Greensboro in June. 12 competitions underneath his belt. Very solid Ninja overall. I think we've got a treat on our hands, ladies and gents.
With that said, though, while we wait for our next run, why don't we talk about some of our Ninjas to come?
Precisely so. Let's have a look at what our little obstacle called the Creepy Crimps is named after. It's named after this guy right here, William Schlageter. An incredible ninja. If there is any guy you want to pick in a ninja draft for grip, it's this guy. He is absolutely incredible with grip and is just an incredible ninja overall. Super happy to have him a part of here today. He was the course designer for our Stanford competition all the way back when we started the series in July. But he wants to give the course a crack for himself now. And it's clear to see why. He is an incredible athlete. Super happy to have him here. Can't wait to see him tomorrow in the Elite Division. Can't wait to see him tomorrow in the Elite Division. There is also another person we can't wait to see in the Elite Division tomorrow. And that is going to be Olivia Lopez. If there is anyone who just screams the phrase world champion, it is this girl right here. She knows a thing or two about winning some massive competitions. She is a 3-time world champion out here at the WNL. And if you just check out the clips that she posts on social media, it's clear to see why. She's just skilled in every way possible. You do not want to miss this run tomorrow. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, I mean, needless to say, Olivia, remember the name Olivia Lopez, because she could very well win this, entire season. That said, though, I think we should be pretty close to getting back into the action.
We'll definitely get in there. I think they were trying to fix the buzzer behind Jim the Devil.
Oh my god.
But whilst they sort everything out there, we are going to be headed over to our schedule. Yet the buzzer seemed to have broken, which is quite a hassle. But moving on for our SOFLO Ninja Academy streams, we are so close to completing Saturday. We are getting through the preteens out here, and tomorrow on Sunday with the incredible Gavin Allen as our poster boy, we have the teens that will start at 8:15 in the morning Eastern time. We'll then head over to the amateur division at 12:45 Eastern, and the aforementioned William and Olivia will be showcased in the elite division at 5 p.m. Eastern tomorrow evening. It's going to be a very, very fun day tomorrow. You guys do not want to miss it.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself. I am excited to see that for sure. And, I mean, after that, we'll only have one more qualifier. But we'll get to that when we get to that.
We're getting to that right now, it seems. It is going to be Motus Ninjas in Missouri, the domain of Donovan Matoya, an incredible ninja. That is going to be held on the 19th and 20th of October. So literally just next weekend will be our final qualifier for Premier Series. And then after that, after we leave Missouri from the center of America, we go all the way to the top left corner, all the way over for Washington for our incredible finals at Life Force in Bellingham. That's going to be a very fun weekend, seeing all of the qualified ninjas from across the league just going at it, shoving them all into Life Force. It's going to be a fun time. Very, very excited to see what our course designers, including the one and only Jaden Welch from last year's finals in the Elite Division, has to offer. We already had an incredible course for their qualifier a couple of weeks ago, but I have a feeling that this one is going to be made just that tiny bit better. And I really, really hope it is.
And while we're at it, let's take a look at that run order one last time. Yep, as you can see, Isaac McCarthy right at the tail end of this day. And, I mean, what can I say? I'm kind of frightened on what would happen if Isaac went elite. Which, Isaac, he's 12. So next year, he's going to be able to go elite. And
That is a scary thought, mate. I'm going to be real with you.
And if he's wrecking the Premier Series qualifiers just like this, then yeah. It's an interesting situation to think of.
He definitely has the build for an elite ninja. He's quite bigger than the rest of our preteens out here. Honestly, could rival the same build as Will Schlageter, as we mentioned earlier. He has that kind of build. I'm excited to see what the future holds for him, along with these incredible athletes. There's Sawyer, Jagger out here representing Jungle Gym, another critically acclaimed ninja gym in the Florida area.
Yeah, though with that said, I do believe we are at our final four, including Sebastian A. So, one of our athletes is going to be counted out, going to be allowed a one access pass to the Premier Series finals. Though the question is, who's it going to be? The thing definitely is, with the way things are looking, I think anyone could still take this competition. Because the results in the placement course, they were so close together.
We have already seen one clear on the challenge course. I'm really, really hoping that for the rest of our male field out here, it can continue into something incredible. Because it definitely has the potential to do so.
With that said, it's looking like we are going to be going into our next run. The cameras are all getting set up. Everyone's getting on field.
Right then, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Jagger Plaxton is next up here on our challenge course. 5th at Worlds this year, 12 competitions of experience. You know him, you love him. He's ready to get going. The countdown is above him and he is ready to go out of the gate. Not a problem at all for him.
Yep, off to an explosive start here on this first obstacle. Easy work.
Ah, nice backswing there in order to link that dismount. I appreciate that. I like seeing that move done well. Such a treat. Now here he goes on the shark bait swing, linking the moves. Let's see how he's going to fare on the cliff. Not a problem at all.
Yeah, it just needed one backswing to accommodate that ledge. But nonetheless, Jagger going on the move. Down.
Here he goes. Sets himself up perfectly for these swings, doesn't he? He gives himself a lot of momentum to start off with, but enough to adjust himself if need be, if a swing may go off course, which it hasn't so far, and I'm happy about that. Here he goes, representing Jungle Gym, doing them very, very proud.
Yep, and Jagger, by the looks of it, looks to be a little bit ahead Sebastian P's pace.
Here we go. It seems to be the leap of faith, which is next. He statics up, gives himself a bit of momentum by pulling back on the other side of that flying squirrel type apparatus. Now takes a cross grip on, flips forward, and links the dismount on here off of that X. Hasn't had to use a retry yet. It is moving into the creepy crimps.
Yeah, and by the looks of it, that's gained him about 20 seconds of lead. So if he keeps this up, he will be going to the Premier Series Finals.
There we go. It seems like more of a waiting game than anything on those blocks because you really need to get lucky with your spins. All these guys could just be really good. I don't know.
I mean, that link was indicative of that, yes.
Here we go. Takes another massive swing. A minute 30 coming into the final obstacle. Over half a minute than Sebastian P out here. Gonna have to get a bit more momentum if he wants to lock in the bear trap. Yes! Here we go.
Jagger, he's gonna do
Under
it, Billy.
the devil.
He's gonna do
He
it.
hits the buzzer. Great stuff out of Jagger Plaxton. We're seeing a train start out here with clears on the challenge course for our preteen males. And I'm happy about that. It's really, really great to see such incredible ninja skills all in succession, run after run after run.
Yeah, and what that means is that Jagger is going to Washington, ladies and gentlemen. So Jagger, if you're watching this, congratulations. Wow. And by 40 seconds, too. What in the world?
That is a ridiculous time. He definitely wanted that first place spot. But I'm sure that Sawyer, Isaac, and Sebastian all want... No, only Sawyer and Isaac want that spot even more so than what Jagger does. It's such a high honor to become a first place athlete in Premier Series, and these guys definitely want it. Next up on the course, it's going to be Sawyer Allen. Coming out of Warrior Zone, he's been doing ninja for about 5 years. He started ninja on March 9th, 2019 during his 8th birthday party at UBW. There we go. Here we go. Sawyer trains at UBW and Warrior Zone as well. He started competing in October of 2020, and his first comp was Ninja Ween at UBW.
Wow. 2019, right? Feels so long ago.
Thumbs up, all ready to go. Timers counting down, and Sawyer Allen is off on our challenge course out here. Bit more momentum will be needed on the trampoline. Bounds on to spring forward.
Yeah, nice little rebound off that trampoline. That'll take him to safety. Oh, slapping the slap chalks by the looks of it.
There we go. Shout out to my boy Joseph Rouse. Here we go. Can he get the jump to the cliff? Yes, he can. A bit more leverage. Gives himself time to adjust, and it works for him. Gotta love the slap chalks representation out here. Look at that. Doesn't even need backswings.
Oh, those gibbons on the fidget spinners. Wow. Great moves.
Down to dismount. I love seeing slap chalks in action. It's so wacky and cool, but it works. Here goes Sawyer.
Interesting move to use the chalk on the hands, though, before a spider wall.
Hey, if it works, it works. He's making his way through, and it's good for him. Here we go. Sawyer Allen. Here he goes. Yes, yes, yes. Through the cursed crossway he goes. 2 minutes 20 remaining. No retry has had to be used yet, which is very, very cool. Here we go. Sawyer Allen reaches up to that trapeze. Reaches up to the second trapeze. Gets all the way up onto the X out here by just pulling himself up. Yes, very nice. Flips forward, has to get himself ready for it. Yes, he does. Looks like all of his weight just went down onto his shoulders. It must hurt doing one of them, realistically. You gotta think about that.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're 12 and your shoulders don't pop out, then it's not too big a deal.
Yeah, exactly. We're old teenagers. We're pensioners compared to these guys. These guys have long lives to fulfill, full of ninja skill, and it's clear to see through Sawyer's performance on the creepy crimps. Those fingers gonna do him wonders when he's just a little bit older.
Yeah, I mean,
Slapping the chalk.
Sawyer 1 year away from going elite, so, keep that in mind.
Precise. Here we go. Gotta get that sideways swing in order to get the dismount. Yes, there we go. No retries have had to be done. Only a couple of seconds behind, almost about 17 seconds behind Jagger in terms of time to this obstacle.
Yeah.
Massive swing up. Wants another one. He's locking off to try and get himself ready for the big jump. Yes, there we go.
Good news
Locked
is,
himself in.
If Sawyer does it, he'll be guaranteed a slot at Washington. Sawyer, he's going.
And
to
he's
Washington.
done it. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Sawyer Allen is another one of our preteen male clears on the challenge course. I am loving this, Kane. This is entertaining.
Yeah, I mean, what can I say? We've got some slots locked in, but we got 2 competitors left. I have something to say about that top time. Which, keep in mind, I wouldn't count out Sebastian A, because he was really putting the pedal to the metal from what we had to see in his earlier run.
He really, really did do that. Really, really excited for him. But Isaac McCarthy was our fastest clear on the placement course. And that was even with a rerun in play. If that doesn't scream greatness, then I don't know what does. I'm excited to see this guy run. I am excited to see his technique overall. I'm hyped, man. I don't know what else to tell you.
This dude has 6 years of ninja experience. But
That's half his life, dude.
He's 12 years old.
Here he goes. Propels off of the trampoline, takes a backswing, ready to go for spring forward. Easy stuff for Isaac McCarthy out here. Wants to get nice propel. Ooh, wanted to go like an underbar transfer perhaps, but making it through.
Yeah, I don't think it'll hurt him too bad.
He didn't even orientate his hips. He just kind of popped up.
Oh no! What?
Oh, dear me. Right then, Isaac McCarthy is going to have to try again on these cliffs.
Oh. He is human.
Here we go. The shark bait swing beckons as Isaac needs to take his second attempt here. But if he falls again, it's over for him, unfortunately.
Take it a little bit more conservatively, I say, as he links.
Come on, take a small moment. Get the height necessary. He hangs on by his literal fingernails. Taking a cautious approach. Here he goes. Might have, oh, look at the hands. Might be a bit shaken after that little fall there. Wants to be a bit more cautious as he comes into the rest of these obstacles. The bat has been clinged onto. Wants to get a swing onto that pumpkin.
Yeah, Isaac is going to have to breathe.
Has the height necessary to just reach up to that bar. There we go. He is locked into the spider web. Makes his way through. Now coming up to the cursed crossway. Doesn't want to take any chances anymore. Chalking up right before the leap of faith. A good idea. A lot of different surfaces need to be held at different angles. So chalk is definitely a good way to go.
It's definitely a smart move, though. I won't lie. Going fast, but slowing it down when you really need to keep your run going, because, you know, if you fall early, then there go your chances of qualifying at all.
Here he goes. He front flips. Guts needs to get that in play. There we go. Doesn't want to link anything, it looks like. Just wants to clear the course while going fast in between. Chalking up. He just wants that clear.
Yeah, and from the looks of it, he's in fourth, but I don't think he wants to be on the bubble with one more athlete coming up.
He wants to get a certified spot into Washington. Using his lockoffs when he can here. Just needs to spin around and get to the ring. No, he just reaches across because of that wingspan he has for a 12-year-old. It's madness. Oop, taking an extra swing for the dismount. Good. Taking a bit of chalking up, going to the second. Is he eyeing the dismount, or is he going for the fourth?
Oh, I think he's looking at something crazy here. Oh,
He's going for the fourth. What is he doing?
Oh, he's looking a little timid here. Oh, he
No,
dropped.
he's taking an extra try. Oh, this isn't looking the best for him. He needs a clear, but with only 35 seconds left, I don't know if that's completely in the question.
This is where Sebastian P finished the course. So no matter what happens, he's basically locked in fourth.
Yeah, yes, very, very nice. Just needs to get down to that dismount platform. One more swing. All of these extra swings are eating up valuable time for Isaac McCarthy. Here he goes. One more obstacle. He's going to be rushing through this. Bit of momentum starting out here.
Oh, he
Locks in. Come on, take it immediately. He's running out of time.
No.
Oh, mate, right there.
If he had 2 more seconds, he would have had that. Oh, gosh.
Oh.
Yeah, had a bit of an unfortunate slip up earlier in his run, but was able to salvage it and make it to the final obstacle. But time will tell how that holds up to our final run here of the day.
We are now moving on to the second act of Sebastian Alzate. Now, unfortunately, earlier, before all of these guys went and absolutely crushed the course, Sebastian had a bit of a course malfunction. He was attempting, I believe it was the shark bait swing, until he found out that one of the swings wasn't reset fully. So now, with everything fully reset, he's going to take his hand at the course and see how he does and how he can compete against our top four and see if he can make his way through. I'd be scared if I was Isaac McCarthy, however, on the bubble, not particularly wanting to get knocked out at the last minute.
Yeah, with the way he's standing on the leaderboard, what Sebastian has to do is he needs to get to the final obstacle with more than about 10 seconds left.
Here goes Sebastian, our final runner of the day. Wants to get that backswing in play right off the trampoline. Links the dismount. Great stuff from Sebastian coming out of Obstacle Ninja Academy, one of the big three in terms of Florida gyms.
Yeah, moving up to the Shark Tails. Experience runs out about here in terms of the course itself.
Here he goes. He didn't attempt this area earlier. Really wants to get it this time, though. Yes! First try! Watching a bunch of those runs has paid off for him.
Yeah, he was going to run first, and that comes with a lack of beta, but being placed at the end has given him a blessing.
Here he goes. Just poetry in motion, as we can see from Sebastian Alzate here. Grabbing onto the back, going to go for the pumpkin. Nice high even grab. Gonna go for the dismount instead of straight to the bar, but he's gonna build up his momentum.
Yeah, make sure those shoes are nice and sticky.
There he goes. Makes his way out of the web onto the cursed crossway. Ooh, yes, a little bit of a stumble, but he's made his way through the cursed crossway. Gonna get a nice propelled swing up to start here. He gets it. Nice little grab onto that trapeze. Gonna have to move up again for the second trapeze. Gonna kip his knees up onto the board. Just be careful here. Do a front flip. There he goes. He's gonna be linking the X dismount as well. A minute and a half left coming into the creepy crimps.
Gonna rest up here. Let's see if this works out for him, though. Sebastian on the move.
Oh, his finger strength is starting to run out a bit. Hang on a second, guys. Chalk might be needed.
Yeah, I thought he did chalk up. It's interesting. Oh, come on, Sebastian. Hold on
You can
tight.
see those fingers. Hold on.
Oh!
No! Man! Unfortunate stuff, just couldn't hold on to Sebastian. Unfortunate stuff. He was looking so well up to that point as well, but unfortunately had to run out on the creepy crimps.
Oh my gosh. But what that means is that Isaac McCarthy has placed fourth. He's going to Washington.
Good stuff all around. Let's go for the top four. We see Jagger, Sawyer, Sebastian, and Isaac. All of them are going to be going to Washington in the middle of November for our Premier Series finals. Commiserations to Sebastian, Alzate, Ethan, and Sebastian, and just Sebastian, Alzate, and Ethan for trying their best, but unfortunately could not get to the top four here. But that is going to wrap up our preteens, ladies and gentlemen. Really, really fun times overall. Here was Mila Getting as well, followed by Nelly and Evelyn. Super happy to have them out here as well, displaying such great skills.
And yeah, there is your podium for both divisions. Wow, it was an incredible bit of competition. I mean, what can I say?
Look at that. 1, 2, 3. Great stuff overall.
Let's take a look at Nelly and Mila here. Here's Nelly. Really had to fight to get through the third obstacle, but look at that. Probably was really relieved to get through that.
And of course, story of the day for our female preteens, Mila Getting, was our lone incredible clear on our course. Quite lengthy as well. Look at that, right under the demon to hit the buzzer successfully. What a way to prevail. We also had our lads as well, Sebastian Ponaru, Sawyer Allen, and Jagger Plaxton coming in with the fastest time.
Yeah, I mean, let's look at Sebastian here. If I remember correctly, he fell victim to platforms. And that almost cost him, but was able to work under pressure with no retries on the board. And then here's Sawyer, I believe.
Yes, Sawyer Allen coming in with an incredible time in second place. Nearly had a close call there on the cursed crossway. But of course, story of the day, it's going to be Jagger Plaxton out here.
I mean, is there anything that we could say that does this proper justice? Because he moved at such a breakneck pace. He spent no retries. He did it perfectly. It was a perfect run.
This guy came in with literally no lack of energy whatsoever. He just didn't want to stop. He saw his goal, he wanted to achieve it, and he did. First place for our Premier Series qualifier here at SOFLO Ninja Academy. That is not all of the perfect action we'll be seeing. We have more to come. We have now completed Saturday, the kids, mature kids and preteens. We are now going to be moving on to Sunday tomorrow with the teens, amateurs, and elites, and they will start at 8:15 a.m., 12:45 p.m., and 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, respectively. It's going to be a very, very fun day tomorrow, seeing some incredible athletes from all over the country. Mainly the Florida bunch, though. It's going to be very, very nice to see a bunch of great names, such as we're going to be seeing a couple of them on video in a couple of moments. One of them is going to be... Who's it going to be first? Is it going to be Olivia Lopez? Yes, there we go. If there is a world champion definition in the dictionary, it's just going to show her a link to her Instagram. She's incredible. She has won the title of world champion 3 times for WNL. She's definitely not one to be messed with. Another person to not be messed with is William Schlageter. He was the course designer for our competition at Stanford. Created that contraption of an obstacle back then, and here he is at the barn by the Folsoms. He is crazy good at everything. Grip is his specialty, as we literally named the the creepy crimps after him. The Crimpy Williams special was an obstacle at Stamford. It is now just a saying. There's no changing in that nowadays. It's just how it is, guys. But that seems to be it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for watching today. From Billy Dixon and Kane Maldon. We will see you all later for some more Premier Series action.
Thank you.